Every stage wants something from you. Every audience wants something from you. Every room is whispering instructions. The problem is, most people are too busy thinking about themselves. Every room has a personality. हर room की एक पहचान होती है. Most people never stop long enough to actually meet it. Here's what they think the job is. What am I going to say? Here's what the real job is. What is the room going to feel? And sometimes that one distinction is the difference between the room trusting you and the room merely listening to you. A few weeks back, I was standing at the backstage in the auditorium of IIT Bombay's newly constructed research park. And I had 2 minutes to open a historic event. Now that may not sound difficult until I tell you who was sitting inside that room. Scientists, deep tech founders, government officials, investors, directors, faculty, industry leaders, policymakers, bureaucrats. People who don't applaud easily. People who sat through thousands of presentations, people who know within seconds whether you're adding value or you're going to add noise. And that is exactly where most people make a mistake. Because when the room is this serious, when it's this credentialed, this accomplished, the instinct, the natural instinct is to perform harder, speak louder, be more impressive, take the room. And I'm going to tell you that instinct will destroy you. So before I stepped onto that stage, I made one decision. One. And that changed the energy that I carried, the words I chose, the way I held the room. It all came from that one decision. In fact, in a moment, I'm going to show you the actual clip from that stage. And when you watch it, I hope you watch it like a student. This is Bharat Innovates 2026 Pre-Summit Closing Ceremony, a national historic initiative by the Ministry of Education, Government of India, part of India-France Year of Innovation. It had a grand vision to position India as not just a consumer of technology, but a source of innovation. In fact, the Honorable Prime Minister's office was closely involved in it. So I'm on the stage, and here goes the clip.
Well, good afternoon and namaste. Bonjour tout le monde. I'm your host for this closing ceremony, anchor Hardik Vaidya. And we've got an incredible set of dignitaries who've already graced the stage with us here this afternoon. Honorable Chief Guest, distinguished dignitaries, investors, directors, innovators, founders, faculty members, and every Bharatiya sitting here in this room. The most exciting innovation story of our times is in the making as we speak. Welcome to Bharat Innovates 2026 Deep Tech Pre-Summit, an initiative of the Ministry of Education, Government of India, with the strategic guidance of the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up, please. Come on. Today, we've got a glimpse of India's deepest, boldest, and most technically rigorous deep tech ideas. The convergence of various stakeholders reflects the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji's emphasis on a whole of ecosystem approach where academia, government, and industry collaborate seamlessly. You are seated here in IIT Bombay's research park, which is called Aspire. What a befitting name. Laksh Rakhna, Akanksha Karna. That's exactly what this summit is all about. Aspiration to evidence. And that's India's best ready to showcase to the world. This pre-summit is a step in the journey for India's Global Innovation Showcase debut at Nice, France in June 2026, as announced by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji as part of the India-France Year of Innovation 2026.
Okay, let's break this down. Not the words, the psychology. Because here's what most people think stagecraft is. Speaking well. It's not. Stagecraft is framing. I introduced the significance. I gave the room context before comfort. I named what they were a part of. Deep Tech, India, France partnership, the Prime Minister's vision. आप समझ सकते हैं the gravity of this event. And I watched something happen in real time. There was one line, tiny, unremarkable on paper actually. शायद आप नजरअंदाज कर दे, but it changed everything. The research park was called Aspire, and I simply said, what a befitting name. 4 words, nothing dramatic, not scripted to impress, just present. Because in that moment, when I acknowledged the building, I was also acknowledging the ambition behind that gathering. I was showing them that I had paid attention, many nuances, बारीकियों पे ध्यान दिया था. And here's something I've learned after hundreds of high stakes, high pressure stages. Every stage wants something from you. Every audience wants something from you. Every room is whispering instructions. The problem is, most people are too busy thinking about themselves. What should I say? How should I sound impressive? How do I get the applause? And I get it. I have been that person too. मैं वहाँ रह चुका हूँ. But here's a better question. And I hope when you discover it, it will shift how you approach events, conversations, and showing up on stage. How can I contribute in a way where the experience of this room is even greater? That day, the story was sitting in the auditorium. Scientists, dignitaries, founders, ambition of the initiative. And I was simply helping people see it. And that is the lesson no one teaches. The room always tells you how to lead it. Research better, adapt quicker, and always, always read the room. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.